Hello guys, welcome back to The Real, and I'm your girl Kristen, and today we're here at the lovely Spelman College. Today we will be interviewing a lovely professor in the Spanish department by the name of Dr. Gonzalez Ruiz, and he's also an active member of the LGBTQ community. And here we go.
When I was 5 years old. I was born in 1970, so I got to Spain to southern Spain in 1975, and that is the same year in which Franco passed, the dictator of Spain since 1939 passed. So I was not really living in Spain during the dictatorship. However, the basically the policies, the lifestyle that was created and enforced actually during the dictatorship still was in place when I arrived to Spain, and actually that was the case until many years later. 1982. By that time, I was 12 years old. And then as I was growing up, I was hearing all these stories, and I knew that I was gay, and I knew that I was different, and I knew that I could not say who I was or how I was feeling. Because that was not accepted by society, that was not accepted by the family as part of the society, as I was saying, and it was not accepted by the church either. So that was also it was very difficult to grow up feeling like that, thinking, being aware of that, because basically you knew that you were alone, that you were on your own, that you could not talk to anybody, that you could not trust anybody, because I mean you really wanted to keep that secret, because that secret was going to keep you safe and was going to keep you in, rather than out, rather than being marginalized. So yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about it now, and I'm thinking about how painful and difficult it was, because I didn't have anybody to turn to. You, I mean, some people sometimes in some groups, when they are discriminated, when they are marginalized, at least they can count on their families. They can count on their communities, or they can count on church. But in my case, I mean, not even God, because uh, the church that was basically educating me, um the church that had such a big impact in our daily lives, that church was not even accepting me.
Saturday morning, jumped out of bed and put on my best suit. Got on my bike and raced like a dyke all the way to you.
Always wanted to leave, and wanted to go far away, because that, the farther I could go, the more distance in between us, and the freer that I could grow. So yeah, I had the opportunity to come to the United States with an scholarship to do my PhD, and I didn't think about it. Of course, I came here, and I remember crystal clearly the first days, the first moments living here in the States by myself, without having my family next to me, around me, without living with them in the same household. And it was like, oh my God, I can't breathe. I was like, I was taking this deep, breath, because I felt like, oh, nobody knows me here. Nobody can um, see me doing something that is not right. Nobody can talk about me to my parents, to my family. So in that sense, it was such a big relief.
We're all the same, we just want to belong. So let me explain in the form of
Spain and the United States, things have changed a lot in Spain, especially with the socialist president in 2004, Zapatero. He approved a law in 2004 that approved the marriage made legal, the marriage between people of the same sex. To adopt, they have, to take care of your partner at the hospital if they are in very critical conditions, because otherwise, in the past, even if you had a partner for so many years, if your partner was in the critical conditions unit, you could not have access because you were not a relative.
because there's no reason love's always in season, and love is love. Love is love. We're all the same, we just want to belong. So if you are ashamed of them, then move along, 'cause the world is changing for the better, you'll see. So embrace the grace of sexuality.